We were discussing about the siddhis. Siddhis that are obtained by gaining mastery over the Pancha Mahabhuta. Tato anima adi pradurbhava. The siddhis come. Kaya sampad. Also, you develop a particular kind of wealth in your Annamaya Kosh, in your body. Next sloka will describe what is this Kaya sampad. And tad dharman anabhighatascha. The dharma of those Mahabhuta anabhighat, that will not cause any aghata on you. It means what? Water will not make the person wet. Fire will not burn. Earth will not hurt. And air will not dry. So, tad dharman anabhighataha. Pancha Mahabhutas, he will gain mastery, they won't affect him. He will develop kaya sampad, it means particular quality to his body. It means a transformation of the whole body, each and every cell of the body. And there will be anima adi pradurbhavaha, ashta siddhis will also come to him. All this will happen by gaining mastery over the Pancha Mahabhut. 5 basic elements of the nature by doing samyama on them. Last class I described, how do you do samyama. So I gave an assignment. What are the Ashta Siddhis and what is their meaning? Who will tell? Yes, come on, Tarana.
Sequence, we discussed it, you have asked Ishitva first. So Ishitva is to destroy or to create anything at your will.
Okay, so Ishitva is whatever I thought that I get into my mind and I put it forth in the universe, that manifests. Sometimes that happens with us, no? We think and it happens like that. But to be able to do it every time at mastery, at will, is known as Ishitva. Okay, Ishitva is one siddhi. Then?
And Vashitva.
Vashitva.
Objects. At whatever objects you want.
So, with your mind, you are able to demonstrate control on the objects. People call it psychokinesis. Bending the spoon with mind. Or even, putting thought in others' mind. Controlling and controlling another person's body or mind. In autobiography of a yogi, Paramahamsa Yogananda was walking. He was in search of his guru. And towards the corner on the other side in Srirampur in Orissa, his guru was standing. His name is immediate guru of Paramahamsa Yogananda. ये पूरा lineage आपको पता होना चाहिए. योगा थेरेपी स्टूडेंट्स और आप तो उसी एरिया से हैं, उड़ीसा बंगाल से हैं. सो युक्तेश्वर गिरी. युक्तेश्वर गिरी के गुरु लाहिड़ी महाशय. So Sri Yukteswar Giri was standing on the other side. He was not looking at him, he was looking at somewhere else. And Paramahamsa Yogananda ji was going on the other side of the road and he went straight and he missed looking at his guru. He just crossed him and walked ahead. Lo, there he stops. He cannot put a foot ahead. Stopped. He's just frozen there. He cannot move forward. Yeah. So, the Vashitva of the Guru, he stopped his body, his mind. He cannot move ahead. Why I am not able to move? Suddenly I have stopped. He looks around. There is this person looking on the other direction. When he starts moving towards him, he can walk. Any other direction, he cannot walk. So, the Vashitva. Yes, then?
The unobstructed fulfillment of your desires. Like you can fulfill any of your desires, like everything you want.
So, what is the difference between Ishitva and Prakamya?
Like Prakamya is only about desires you can fulfill. Ishitva is the power to destroy also and to create also.
So, See, prakamya is you put a, see, generally, this is very, subtle point. If you have to grow on the path of yoga, hmm, up to a limit, you begin by doing abhyasa or sadhana. Uh, that sadhana that you are doing, that practice that you are doing, it will bring you growth up to a limit. After that limit, you have to reduce your desires to grow further. Otherwise, what will happen? All your sadhana will be consumed in fulfilling your desires. So, people who do sadhana and also have a lot of desires do not find much growth on the path of spirituality, because that sadhana, without their conscious knowledge, gets spent in fulfilling their desires. So, a sadhaka who really wants to grow on the path of yoga and reach his goal, for him, it is very, very important to have a clear Lakshya, clear goal. Okay, I am going on the path of yoga. I have taken the path of yoga. What is my goal? Correct? We do sadhana, we do prayer, we do nam japa, we do many things. But are we very clear about what is our goal? If the goal is not clear, then what happens? Our unconscious mind starts creating one goal after another. And all our sadhana is spent in achieving those goals. We feel that, oh, my goal is to live a very spiritual life, my goal is to achieve moksha or freedom or those things. We say that, but we do not have conviction towards it. We don't take it seriously. It is a light thought in our mind. But in our core, what is our Lakshya? My immediate desire. So, you cannot fool your body, you cannot fool your mind. Whatever that you take more seriously in your consciousness, your energies will go towards that only. You may be talking big. I want to become like Maharshi Patanjali. That is my Lakshya. You may say that. But your immediate desire is that I want a car. Correct? So you will get car. You will not get Patanjali. Or you will not get those insights. And the more intensely you do sadhana, you will see that things that you desire are automatically coming in front of you. So we have to ask this very serious question. If the goal is not clear, what do you mean by goal? The aim, the Lakshya. What do you mean by the word Lakshya? It means that whatever I do, whatever I think, it is directed towards that only. It is always only one. Lakshya cannot be too many. जब हम अर्जुन का स्टोरी देखते हैं तो उसको सिर्फ चिड़िया की आंख दिख रही थी ना, उसको और कुछ दिखा क्या? कुछ नहीं दिखा. सिर्फ क्या दिखा? Only the eye of the sparrow. Then Dronacharya said, okay, you shoot. Correct? Like that, if we ask this question to ourselves, ask this question very sincerely. What is the Lakshya? What is the goal? One pointed single goal of my life. पूरे जीवन का मेरा एक गोल है क्या मेरे पास? मेरी सारी एनर्जी, all my energies, all my thinking, all my thought have to move towards it. Is there a goal? How many of you have a very clear, pinpoint, specific goal? Raise your hand. उठाओ यार, कॉन्फिडेंस से उठाओ. 1, 2, ऑनलाइन पीपल. ऑनलाइन पीपल में से कोई हाथ उठा रहा है क्या? हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 और ऑनलाइन 4. 20 आउट ऑफ 20 ओनली 2. तो द रेशियो इज 10 में 1 आदमी का केवल गोल होता है. I think online में somebody has messaged. No idea. No idea. No idea. So this is a big problem. This is a very big problem. No goal, no direction. Your energies are going haywire. Sadhana you are doing is a waste. Sadhana you are doing is a complete waste because it is contributing to your confusions only. It is just becoming an instrument to fulfill your desires and entangle you more. Okay, before I talk to people who have no goal, let me talk to people who have goal. Madam, you first. Yes, tell us your goal if it is okay with you.
To achieve two things that I will say.
Yes.
After the thought of desire, it's very difficult, I know, but then I have to reach there. At last I'll reach there, but in the path.
So she says she has to reach a goal where to reach that goal, she has to get rid of desire. It means it is clear that, and fear, it is clear that her desires are not her goal. Fulfilling a desire is not her goal. Now, very curious, no? Desire nahi hai, fear nahi hai, goal kya hai yaar ye? Okay. Yes, Tarana.
Sir, for me, it is to grow in spirituality.
ऐसा चिड़िया की आंख पूछा और तुम मुझे पूरे बादल पेड़ दिखा रही हो यार.
Krishna, that's
कृष्णा से कनेक्ट भी और स्पेसिफिक हो सकता है.
like I feel that only कि मुझे वो योगा से हो या किसी से भी हो, वो बाकी सब मैटर नहीं करता. Like I want to connect with Krishna. That's वो मेरा.
So, see, when you say bird's eye, it has to be so specific that, okay, Krishna is there in front of me. How do I want to connect also, I have to ask. Madhurya bhava, Vatsalya bhava, Dasya bhava, Maitra bhava. You want to stand beside Krishna as his Sakhi, as his friend. You want to be girlfriend. You want to be like Sudama on his feet, your forehead on his feet. You want to be like mother, like Yashoda, and you want to nourish a baby Krishna. How do you want to connect? Which bhava? Hanuman had complete sevak bhava. If you ask Hanuman, what is your goal? He say, the dust particle of the feet of the Rama. I want to be below that and always around the feet of Lord Rama. Lord Rama's feet is the goal of my life. इतना पिन पॉइंट डायरेक्शन बताता है. So like this, if that is the goal, I really liked it that she was so specific. But you can be even more. I want my whole existence to touch and remain at the feet of Krishna. ये हो गया एकदम पिन पॉइंट गोल. So now only thing that you will focus on is feet of Krishna. मुझे और कुछ नहीं दिखता है संसार. Krishna's feet, divine feet. And on those feet is my existence. I want to be there. I want to reach there. If that is the goal, then everything else that distracts you from that goal has to be given up. Then everything that you do, including attending this class, is for that goal. You are not attending this class for me, not for you, that you as a student want to get a good marks, not to impress your parents, not to impress your friends, not to earn money, not to gain name, fame. You are only doing it for the feet of Krishna. This class, every breath, treating patient, eating food, defecating, urinating, sleeping, getting up, talking to people, everything only one goal. और किसी के लिए नहीं. एक भक्ति विशिष्यते. Bhagavad Gita says in Bhakti Tattva, the main point is that it has only one aim. No other God. Nothing. You don't see anything at all. Arjun only sees the eye of the bird. उसके अलावा कुछ दिखता ही नहीं है. With that devotion and with that ekagrata, where everything is a sadhana. Then no, every moment of life is contributing to sadhana. You understand? So पहले यार लक्ष्य बनाना बहुत जरूरी है. So another thing that comes with the clear aim is choiceless awareness during life and death without raga and dvesha. Parag ji, still this is, you maybe, you have put this goal, choiceless awareness during life and death without raga and dvesha. It can still become much more pinpointed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a particular, like her goal, what she said was the goal of a bhakti yogi, feet. Whereas a jnana yogi says, aham brahmasmi, ayam atma brahma, this atma is Brahman. Says, I want to reach that particular goal. So how do you pinpoint it? How do you make it much more specific? Where is it that I want to reach? Where do I want to take my chariot? My indriyas, my manas, my buddhi. कहाँ जाना है इस जीवन में? क्षण भंगुर जीवन है. In a flash, life will be finished. If still the goal itself is not clear, where are we going? So now, this particular statement, when you read choiceless awareness during life and death, it appears like person wants to reach a state of awareness where he doesn't have much choice. He is stable. He is not fluctuating. And he is not governed by emotions of attachment and aversion. He wants to establish himself in that state. Tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. He wants to establish himself in his own real swarupa. If that is the goal, then one has to first develop a cue that will remind him of his goal. For example, if a person is doing Krishna Bhakti, he says Krishna, Krishna, Krishna with every breath. That reminds him of his goal. क्लास चल रही है, जो भी चल रहा है, अंदर कृष्णा 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 कृष्णा. Whole life becomes mantrakar. Only one vritti, mantrakara vritti. Whereas if a person who wants to follow the path of Jnana Yoga, Brahma Sutra, Athato Brahma Jignasa. This is how Brahma Sutras begin. Athato Brahma Jignasa. So here, the mantra that a Jnana Yogi says is Koham, Koham, Koham. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I want to meet real me. So every breath, person is asking, Koham. Ashtavakra Gita. Who am I? So the sadhana should move in the direction of your goal. Not only your sadhana, every moment of your life should move towards your goal. If there is no clear goal, your subconscious mind will drive your life. And you will think that you are driving. आपने कॉन्शियस गोल ही नहीं डाला. आपने अपनी कार में कॉन्शियसली जीपीएस में एड्रेस ही नहीं डाला, कार का ऑटोमेटिक सॉफ्टवेयर ही आपकी गाड़ी चला रहा है और आपको भ्रम हो रहा है कि आप गाड़ी चला रहे हो। यू आर नॉट एट द ड्राइविंग सीट टिल नाउ इन योर लाइफ. योर लाइफ इज बीइंग ड्रिवन by forces of nature. These are your past janma samskaras, your subconscious desires. They are only taking you. You are like a dry leaf taken away by wind. Wherever life is taking, you are flowing. It is okay to live life like that also. But then it will take its own period for your evolution. There are people like that also. मैं जिंदगी का साथ निभाता चला गया. सो आप जिंदगी का साथ निभाते हुए भी जा सकते हैं. लेकिन स्वामी विवेकानंदा सेस, if you are born as a human being, you can press the button of accelerating your evolution. What you are going to achieve in next 10 lives, 100 lives, infinite lives, you can achieve in this life. अनंत कोटि जन्मों के संस्कार इसी जन्म में खत्म हो सकते. This button is yoga. Now, to press that button, first you have to give address. उसको जीपीएस में एड्रेस डालना पड़ता है, कहां जाना है, उसके बिना नहीं. Patanjali's address was Kaivalya, a sthiti where all the elements of Prakriti are separate and the Swarupa is separate. When he put that address, he reached stations. Definitely, what Patanjali wrote as Yoga Sutra is the essence of his life. Don't you think that he would have, put an address. Putting an address is one thing. I put Harvard Medical School, Boston. Done. यहां बैठे बैठे एड्रेस डाल दिया. कहां जाना है? हार्वर्ड मेडिकल स्कूल, बॉस्टन जाना है. अभी निमान से चालू करेगा, बराबर. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू गो आउट. If you say that I'll start walking towards Harvard, so goal is there, correct? You get a cab, you get somebody, then you understand, oh, ऐसे चल के जाना तो नहीं होता है इस बात में. You have to catch a flight, and before that you require a visa. फ्लाइट में भी बैठ गए तो वो आपको लेके नहीं जाएगा. Even if you reach airport, he will not take you. You need a visa for that. Now, like that, you can sit and start meditating. I want to reach Brahma Sthiti. I want to reach the feet of Krishna. Okay, let me start doing japa. Japa are the steps. You are trying to move towards it. Then as you continue sincerely walking, इस सड़क पे कोई इंसान चल रहा है, आप पूछ रहे हो कहाँ जा रहे हो यार, तो मुझे हार्वर्ड मेडिकल स्कूल बॉस्टन जाना है, वो पैदल चल रहा है, बराबर. तो जो ऑलरेडी हार्वर्ड बॉस्टन जाके आया है, वन हु हैज गॉन हार्वर्ड एंड केम बैक, ही विल से, अरे नहीं नहीं, ऐसे पैदल चल के नहीं जाते हैं, उसके लिए ये ऑफिस में जाना पड़ता है, उसका स्टैंप लगता है, ऐसा एप्लीकेशन देना पड़ता है, इतने रुपए खर्चा करने पड़ते हैं, और वो फिर आपको ऐसे स्टैंप लग के ऐसा वीजा लगता है, करेक्ट. So like that, a person who has gone there, who has reached that sthiti like Janaka Maharshi, Ashtavakra, a bhakti yogi, he comes and he says, no, no, no. First you have to connect to a guru parampara, a shishya parampara. You have to get into a lineage. And there will be certain year of sadhana that will be given to you. A mantra will be given to you. There will be certain rules. You don't have to do something. You have to sacrifice certain things. You have to do certain things. You have to follow that. Once you follow that for a certain period of time, and the guru, the visa officer, is pleased with you that you have been sincere, he will interview you. Then he will put a stamp on your visa. Then guru will say, okay, I give you my diksha. Then in your ears he will say a mantra. Hmm? Now you have got an access into the other domain. Correct? And after that, when you start doing it, you were walking and now you are suddenly on the flight. Now there is infinite distance between going somewhere by flight and going somewhere walking and by boat. Correct? So if the goal is clear, at correct time, divine only, or your own swarupa only, sends correct people to you, which make you go in the correct direction. See, this is very different. Walking is very different from going into a cab. Going into a cab, which is on the ground, is very different from going through a boat. And going through a boat is very different from a flight. Sometimes they appear very different also. Like going in a cab is with gravity. Gravity is very much required. Whereas when you go in a flight, you want to defeat gravity. So many a times on the path of sadhana, we get attached to road itself. We get attached, अरे यार मेरी कार, ये मेरा कैब, मैं कैसे इसको छोड़ूं. हम एक साधना के पाथ में होते हैं और हमें लाइफ इनवाइट करता है एंटायरली डिफरेंट साधना करने के लिए. But we get attached to our vehicle only. Why? Because we don't have vision of our goal itself. So our vehicle becomes our goal. हमारी साधना ही हमारा गोल बन जाती है. हम उससे अटैच हो जाते. तो उससे क्या होता है कि अब नाउ यू वेंट थ्रू ए रिवर on a boat. It was a long journey. You now finally went to the other side of the river. Now if you say that no, now on the ground also I am attached to my boat, I'll carry my boat on my head. I am walking on ground. ग्राउंड में जाने के लिए बोट कैसे लेके जाएगा? बोट को छोड़ना पड़ेगा ना. छोड़ना पड़ेगा कि नहीं छोड़ना पड़ेगा? बोट लेके ग्राउंड पे चलेगा, कितना दूर जा पाएगा? ज्यादा नहीं जा पाएगा. या फिर वो कार में जा रहा है और आगे पानी है, बोलेगा मैं कार पानी में घुसाऊंगा, डूब जाए. उसको कार छोड़ के बोट पे बैठना ही पड़ेगा. उसके रास्ते में आगे पानी है. बराबर. Like that in life, gurus change. They have to change. And our problem is we get attached to the nama and rupa. Previous guru was also the same divine who came in that form and name. And the new guru is also that fellow only who has come in different name and form. वो एक ही है जो आपको अलग अलग रूपों में आकर के मिल रहा है और आपको अलग अलग इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स दे रहा है. क्योंकि हमारा लक्ष्य क्लियर नहीं है ना. आपको यह समझना चाहिए कि मेरा लक्ष्य कृष्णा है. तो कृष्णा मुझे अलग अलग फॉर्म में आकर के मुझे गाइड कर रहा है. मुझे ये फॉर्म्स से अटैच होने की जरूरत नहीं है. कृष्णा ही हर फॉर्म में आके मुझे गाइड कर रहा है. इसलिए देयर इज नो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. देयर इज नो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. देन योर जर्नी विल बी स्मूथ. आई हैव सीन मेनी योग साधकास because of this confusion. See, they start thinking like human beings. Human being में थोड़ा सा ये होता है कि if somebody, I have been devoted to somebody, I cannot leave. Or we think that if I leave this person and follow that another person, my previous guru will feel bad. ऐसा गुरुओं में नहीं होता. In fact, guru feels really happy and proud that yes, till here I got you, and now you go ahead. Even the new guru is always grateful for the previous guru that the Shishya has been brought up to here, and then even now people like Narada Maharshi, Agastya Rishi, they are there roaming. They have met people recently also. Like Hanuman Prasad Poddar ji describes in his book, Narada Maharshi came and spoke. So Narada was one person who always served this purpose of putting the student on a flight if student was sincere. He did the same thing with Dhruva. Hmm? Dhruva was, you know the story of Dhruva? His father had a second wife, and then he was not allowed to sit on the lap of his father. Then he goes to his mother and says, "Where should I sit?" Mother says, "You go and sit in the lap of Narayana." 6-year-old boy goes into jungle. He just walks. सिंगल पॉइंटेड गोल, एक ही गोल उसका, क्या गोल है? मुझे नारायण की गोद में बैठना है, खत्म। और उसके दिमाग में कुछ भी नहीं, दुनिया का कोई लेना देना नहीं, जंगल में जा रहा है। ही इज गोइंग इन फॉरेस्ट, ओनली वन गोल, आई वांट टू सिट इन द लैप ऑफ नारायण। चलना शुरू कर दिया, उसको जाना है कहां, और वो चल रहा है जंगल में, छोटा सा बच्चा। देयर कम्स नारदा। ओ बॉय, वेयर आर यू गोइंग? आई एम गोइंग टू सिट इन द लैप ऑफ नारायण। Hey, you are such a small boy, why are you going? See, there are such nice things in the town. There are toys. There are wonderful things to eat. There are play areas. There are flowers. There are colors. Gives many stories. He listens attentively. He says, I can give you all that. Starts walking again. Why? What happened? No, I want to sit in the lap of Nara. None of the distractions work. Then Narada tells, okay, if your goal is unshakable, let me give you my Diksha. Okay, this is your visa and this is your passport. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jao. This is the mantra. And you need a Bhakta's Diksha, so I give you my Diksha. Guru comes. ढूंढना नहीं पड़ता है, गोल क्लियर है, सिंसियर हो, ईमानदार हो, गुरु आएगा। गुरु का काम है, गुरु, इट इज गुरुज जॉब टू कम टू यू, इट इज नॉट योर जॉब टू सीक गुरु। यू हैव टू हैव sincere conviction and honesty in whatever you are doing. Never cheat, do honestly and do it for the goal. Guru will come, beg you, give you. So this boy, only one, very clear, that is my goal, this is my mantra, finish. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He doesn't eat, he doesn't drink, he just keeps repeating this mantra going in jungle. 1 day, 2 day, 3rd day, he's flat on the ground, cannot walk. Only one thing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Slowly, slowly, dehydration. Automatically, his japa, his mouth cannot chant. So it becomes manasik japa. All the pranic air in his body is slowly starting to leave him. Everything accumulates at one point. About to leave his body. 3rd day, 4th day. When he is about to leave the body, air starts flowing. The whole cosmos becomes breathless, choked. A 5-year boy chokes and stops the air in the whole cosmos. The vacuum is created. Everything gets suffocated. Then there is revelation. Narayana comes, takes the boy. The creator comes. The creator reveals himself to a 6-year-old boy. That much innocence, clarity of goal. Narada comes again for Bhakta Prahlad. There also Narada only comes. There Narayana reveals as Narsimha, comes from a pole. Saguna Sakshatkar. There Prahlad also sits in his lap. So the thing is that you have to decide the goal of life. And you have to put all the efforts towards that goal. And once your efforts are sincere, the honesty is very important. One thing we have to understand is that the divine Krishna, whatever, or your own Swarupa, Brahma, is everywhere. Whatever that you do to others around you, yo yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham. What does Krishna say? Yo yatha mam prapadyante. The way one approaches me, I also take a very similar approach to meet that person. Correct? Now, Krishna consciousness. Krishna is everywhere. Now, the approach that you have taken is cheat the world. लोगों से धोखा करना है, पैसा लेना है, वापस नहीं करना. There are people like that. No? They feel proud of it. So what you are doing is, you are cheating Krishna. Krishna is everywhere. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto. I am there residing in the heart of every being. Now the person cheats. Cheating kiya. Krishna say, how did you approach Krishna? By cheating Krishna. How will Krishna approach you? He will cheat you. आपको cheating मिलेगा. 100%. जैसे जीवन में आप जो भी देते चले जाओगे, वही आपको वो वापस करता चला जाए. And you approach with love, surrender, devotion. Krishna will be at your feet. This universe around you is just a mirror of your heart. Whatever you are giving around you, whatever energy that you are putting around you, same energy is coming back to you. Whatever that is going on in your life is just a reflection of what you gave. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham. That is why they say, if you take one step towards God, God takes 10 steps towards you. But when you have those steps with devotion and love, otherwise, if you are towards the creation, Kamsa hated Krishna. Correct? He wanted to kill Krishna. He killed many boys, many children. He approached Krishna to kill him. Krishna came to him and killed him. Radha approached Krishna with intense love. Gopis. Krishna came back and showered the same love, multifold. So, the Lakshya, the direction, and towards that direction, what is the step that you take, how you flow, how you move towards it, in that flexibility, patience, flexibility, and sincere, honest effort towards the goal, you will reach. In this very life, you will reach. See, the problem is the path is very simple and we are very complicated. Like for Dhruva, it was very easy in 5 days. But for us, very complex. Even if now I have spoken to you, so simple it is. But do we have the innocence to just put it forth and start walking now? So that is the thing. For that simplicity to come, there is sadhana. For that, at right time, you need right person who will come to you if your goal is clear and your desire is that your only desire that you have in your heart is to move there. So that is the thing. The point that I was saying is that with time, a sincere sadhaka gives away all other desires and has only one goal. Only one goal. Now the question that comes is, how do I know my goal? How do I know my goal? Correct? Anyone? What do you think? How can a person know his goal?
उसकी इंटरेस्ट और उसकी एरिया किस चीज पे कंफर्टेबल है, किस चीज में इंटरेस्ट है, उसके बेसिस पे
you feel happy without regret.
Feeling happy without regret.
Exactly. There are things that will make us happy, but after some time, after some days, we'll make regret them. It is just a desire. But the goal is kind of thing which he loves to do. He will do anyway, and even doing after 1 year also, still he will say, "I am happy that I did that."
He says, if you move towards your goal, you never regret. You always feel happy. And at no point of time you feel that there was a mistake. See, one thing you have to understand. Your goal is already there within you. It is not something that you have to synthesize or listen from somebody or read from somewhere. No. It is very clear. Like the goal of a rose plant to have a rose flower. Rose plant is there. Correct? How does a rose plant look like? You have seen the leaves of rose. What is the color? Green. Correct? If someone has come from another planet, and he looks at a rose plant which doesn't have flower yet, correct? Would he believe that on this green plant with such simple leaves, a flower like rose, red, fragrance, smell is going to come? Would he believe? अगर किसी ने फ्लावर देखा ही नहीं, सिर्फ उसने उसका पौधा का लीव्स देखा है और उसका डंडी है ऐसा हार्ड लीव्स है, लीव्स में थोड़े से ऐसे काटे काटे जैसा है, हाँ? इतने सॉफ्ट पेटल्स, ऐसा शेड ऑफ कलर्स, like that kind of a fragrance. Suddenly one day there is a flower there. Correct? But if somebody has come from another planet and looks at the plant, would he believe that something like this is going to happen to this simple plant? No. But where did the rose come from? It was there hidden within the same plant only, no? उस प्लांट के अंदर ही छुपा हुआ था ना रोज, पर उस प्लांट को भी नहीं पता है कि मेरे अंदर रोज है. Plant also doesn't know that I have rose within me. If the plant looks at mirror, he says, what? I am simple. What is there? Nothing is there. I have no goal, no choice. I have no special qualities. What is there in me? I am useless fellow. Plant says like that. But suddenly rose comes. The point that I want to tell you is, you do not know that you have rose within you, but you, all of you have rose within you. You will only not believe how this thing happened through me. मुझसे ये कैसे हो गया? हे भगवान, मैंने तो कभी नहीं सोचा था कि मैं ऐसे कर पाऊंगा, मैंने कैसे कर दिया? How did I do it? So now the question is, if there is a rose within me, there is a flower. All of us have a hidden flower within us. And all of us have a unique flower that is waiting to flourish, to blossom. Now, for that flower to come, you have to create a conducive atmosphere. You have to create a conducive atmosphere for the flower to come. Now, what is that conducive atmosphere? Flower needs what? Stable soil, warm sunlight, water. Correct? So, like that, what we need for us to identify what is our goal is number one, self-compassion. खुद पे थोड़ी दया करो. Believe in yourself. Yes, you have it. All of us have that swarup. Be compassionate on yourself. Forgive yourself. You forget the whole world. Can you not forgive yourself? Forgive. Have self-compassion. Believe that you have it in you. Yes, you can do it. Relax. And then, in this state of existence, wholeheartedly pray. Pray to the universe, pray to your own Swarupa, pray to the deity, that may your goal be revealed to you. It will shine forth. Once it shines forth, you will have no doubt. You will be very clear. Yes. ये पता करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, हमेशा से मुझे पता था, बस मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. I always knew it, but it's just not there in front of my eyes. When it comes, you know, yes, this is. Then automatically each and every breath, each and every action will move towards it. So therefore, you have to move towards. If you don't have a clear goal, you have to first pray to get that. Without that, all other sadhanas done are a waste. Complete waste. Because they are just getting utilized in generating weeds. जैसे कि आपने अगर ठीक से खेत को क्लीन नहीं किया और उसी में आप खाद डाल रहे हो, तो वो वीड्स बढ़ते जाएंगे. वैसा हो रहा है. हमारा चित्त की वृत्तियां हमें समझ में नहीं आ रही है. इतने दुनिया भर के डिजायर से उसमें हम कुछ ना कुछ साधना करते रहते हैं, और वो साधनाएं हमारे डिजायर और हमारे जो डिस्ट्रैक्शन से उसी को फुलफिल करने में खत्म हो जाती है. इनफैक्ट वो हमारे लिए और डिफिकल्टी ज्यादा पैदा कर देती है. So this is the, the role of scriptures like Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Bhagavad Gita. They always bring that clarity to us. They make us ask question to ourselves, where are we going? तो अभी पहला काम सबको ये करना है, जितने भी लोग यहाँ पे, find out the goal of your life. Find out the real goal of your life. The goal should have one quality. The goal that you will reach, it should have one quality. The quality is that it should not be of the quality of coming, staying, and going. It should be there, and it should be, the goal can be, ever becoming more and more fresh and new. वो बन सकता है, लेकिन वो उसमें पीछे नहीं जाता, उल्टा नहीं जाता, आगे और बढ़ता हुआ जा सकता है. It doesn't have that quality of up, then down, then up, then complete down. Nahi. Just like the universe just keeps expanding, 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 never reverses back. The goal is like that. उल्टा नहीं, रिवर्स गियर नहीं है उसमें, only forward gear. That is one quality that you have to identify. Yes.
If we are fixing a goal, suppose we are fixing a goal, we are going through it, like I have to do this. But maybe inside me, there is some another quality that is more greater than what I am thinking. That's what you told. We need to understand the goal. So why not we let our life unfold first? Like still now I have not a goal, but I can know that there is one quality in me that is greater than all other quality. But how it will flourish in future, what it will become, I don't know. But it still can be, I live my life to go how it is going, but still I am trying to shine that quality only. It may furnish in any form. So my goal could be not to become something or to attain something, but to attain the unlimited potential of that quality only. So that could it be also a goal?
Very beautiful question. What Saurindra has asked is that, like Arjuna, I may not fix a goal on a bird's eye. My goal is I manifest my own innermost, fullest potential. Can that be my goal? See, if somebody follows the path of bhakti, you need an external point to go there. But if somebody follows the path of jnana, then that is, what you are saying is nothing but swarupe avasthanam. What you are saying is, I want to remain in my real swarupa and manifest myself to my fullest potential. That is what is aham brahmasmi. That is what I am atma brahma.
But still, it could be still not that much higher level now. So I cannot say now, saying just or reading the scripture that I am Brahma. For me, it is not there.
See, that Brahma, that word, is it not the manifestation of my potential? So you can take it in that way, and that is completely fine. These are the two paths that people take. One is that I go within and reach a point where I say, I am everything. Another is, I say that you are everything. That is bhakti. I am everything is jnana. You are everything is bhakti. So you are following the path of jnana. In that, you are saying that whatever potential that I have, that even I don't know how it could come up or how it could manifest, I want to devote myself to that. Correct? So it means, what is there? First is, you have firm conviction that you have divinity within you. So your guru is within your heart. Correct? You can surrender. You can surrender to that guru, and in the whole process, one thing should never be compromised. What is that? Whatever is written in the Shastras, you should not bypass that. You should not go against that. See, another problem that developed with this kind of thinking, that there was a time when particular group of meditators, people came, and they thought that, okay, let me manifest my fullest potential. In that manifestation, they said that I have a very creative way of doing sex in different ways. No, I am saying that you should not become a slave of your senses in saying that, okay, I am a person who flows with life, who allows all the things within me, all the animal instincts within me should be given a free vent. Because what I am doing is, I am Brahma, I am manifesting my potential. So this is completely useless. You are going against the Shastras, even the fundamental aspect of becoming a Jitendriya, that your mind is more powerful than the senses. Buddhi is more powerful than the mind, and your Swarupa is more powerful than the Buddhi. If you are missing out on this particular understanding and calling your freedom and your manifestation of potential as slavery to the senses, then you have missed the point. Towards the end of the 3rd chapter in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks Krishna. Arjuna tells, "Oh Krishna, I never want to do sin. Who is it? Who is it who by force, balat, takes a human being and pushes him on the path what he does not want to do by force?" That is the question that Arjuna asks Krishna. Krishna tells, "Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava." This lust, this desire, and this anger is actually coming from Rajoguna. Oh Arjuna, this is a great Shatru. It is a great enemy. And what is its quality? Krishna tells one quality of this Kama and Krodha. What is that quality? He says that it is the one who eats a lot. And another quality is, like fire, it never gets satisfied. The more you put, the more you want. The more you put, the more you want. It is for this very simple reason that you should not give a free vent to your sense organs, because the more you fulfill them, the more you will want. It is like Agni. And every time you fulfill the desire, it is like pouring ghee into it. Ultimately, what is going to happen? Now you have one desire. After some time, you give a free vent, it will become 1,000 desires. It just keeps growing, opening its mouth more and more, more and more, more and more. Even when you become very old, when you are about to leave the body, still those desires are unfulfilled. And such a pity situation, you thought that I am going to get great happiness out of it, and lo, now you have become old and still you want the same thing that you wanted when you were young, and you want it much more. You want it much more. Old people still craving for young bodies. What an ugly state of being. Why? Because what they understood was manifestation of their potential was fulfilling their desire is manifestation of their potential. It's a very pious path. The first step is, first stop, yaar, where are you going? Where are your senses? The first step is that understand senses are powerful, but mind is more powerful over that buddhi. Now your buddhi will tell, okay, I fulfill my desire. Momentarily, I feel peaceful. After that, again, the desire comes with more intensity. Your buddhi will tell, is this a correct path to get into this loop and keep on getting into it? Is this correct? Buddhi will question. And then Krishna says, Paratastu manaha indriyanam, buddhihi paratastu manaha, buddhihi paratastu saha. That is Atma. Atma, your Swarupa, is even beyond the buddhi. It is so powerful Just connect to that, and by connecting to your Atma, the one entity within you which is more powerful than the Buddhi, O Arjuna, destroy this enemy of Kama, which is a very difficult enemy to beat. This is how third chapter ends. So we have to understand that this particular craving for the sense pleasure that is there within us, it needs to be controlled. You cannot give it a free vent. It may be a Western model, but India, no scripture talks about. Charavaka was there, the one school was there. It is a completely flop show. People did not realize anything out of it and gave it away long back. West is still into Charavaka. Then Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa, Uttar Mimamsa. We have very deep philosophy. 6 Shad Darshanas mein, Yoga is the one of the Shad Darshanas. We have long back left Charvaka philosophy, which the West is following right now, realizing that it is futile. What did Charvaka say? Yavat jivet sukham jivet, ऋणम कृत्वा घृतम पिबेत. जब तक जीना है, till you are happy, live happily. Take loan, but eat ghee. Never return it back. This is life. Punarjanmana, there is no another life, then why care? Live now. Long back, thousands of years ago, we were like that. Now how West is. We left it. That ultimately it will only lead to frustration, depression, suicide. We don't want. Then to so many schools of philosophy, yoga school of philosophy came, that we took it to our heart. We said that no Charavaka. We follow yoga. We say, who is courageous? Who is Veera? Who is Dhira? What is the definition? It is not you have 6 abs, packs, muscles, hairstyle. ये सब नहीं है. That is not Veera or Shura for us. Who is Veera? Who is Shura? One who is able to win over his desires, become a complete Jitendriya. One who has all the 5 sense organs in his complete control. His eyes cannot look where he doesn't want to look. His ears will not listen what he doesn't want to listen. Completely his instrument will function based on how his Atma Swarupa, how his Buddhi directs it to go. Not even a single moment of losing the track of where you are going. That is Veera, that is Shura. That is real courage. Fighting with the Ananta Koti samskaras that are there within the depth of the heart, always trying to pull you down, standing against that. That is the real Veera Shura that we value. That is what, is represented by people like Bhagat Singh, Shivaji, who had that much control to dedicate their life to a higher principle and not just allow the animal instincts to just go through. Understand? So, the whole idea of the yoga philosophy is pratyahara, which is in the middle, is the food for the sense organs should be regulated. It is not that you have to enter into a state of suppression of your desires. Please understand, this is very important. You can go to a extreme saying that, okay, all the desire that come into my heart, all the pleasure that my senses seek, I don't have to give them. I have to suppress them. This is another extreme, which has also led to a lot of problem in the path of spirituality. No, not like that. You can fulfill your desires. You can allow your senses to eat what the senses want. Then what is the difference? The main point is, of course, if the chariot has to go forward, horses have to be fed. The only question is, what you have to feed is as per the Shastras. What desires you have to fulfill should be according to the Shastra Pramanit. Karya Karya Vyavasthito. Yah Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavasthito. Yah Shastra Vidhanoktam Sa Kartu Niharhasi. Oh Arjuna, whatever is written in the Shastras, please Follow. You are now, there are 4 ashramas, correct? Initially, there was brahmacharya, then there will be grahastha ashrama, vanaprastha, sannyas. So Shastras clearly say that if you are entering into grahastha ashrama, you can fulfill desire with your life partner. Correct? Now extramarital affairs, this, that. Now what has happened? Now, because of that, you will reach a state where what will happen? The kama will become dharma viruddha. Dharma aviruddho kamo aham asmi. That is what Krishna says. What does Krishna say? Even fulfillment of the bodily desire, if it is done according to the dharma. So I have taken the Sakshi as Agni, and I have married this particular person, and he is my Dharam-pati or Patni. And with that particular person, for the process of progeny, I can fulfill my desire. And that kind of karma will actually contribute for your growth. It is not wrong. You will get that as a blessing, and you will grow more on the path of yoga if it is done like that. But if it is driven by the desire and the senses, then it will lead to reverse. You will not be able to reach your goal. It will distract you. Another important thing is, I have seen people who get into this particular kind of a struggle. See, there is an intense desire or lust that is coming in the body, and the person now understands that I have to control it. But because of the past samskaras, they are so strong that, like, if somebody is pulling somebody, dragging somebody, they drag and put person into a situation where he doesn't want to be. There, what does Krishna say? Krishna says that he says that mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. One who still has a deep conviction that I want to go to my goal, correct? But this maya, this energy is pulling me down, but I still want to go to my goal, which is Krishna, or which is my own Swarupa. Then Krishna says, if you have that conviction within you, and if Maya is overpowering you, I will make sure that you get enough strength to overcome the Maya. Correct? So for that, Krishna says, don't feel disheartened, even if you are dragged, sometimes you fall, never give up. Mameva ye prapadyante. Surrender to me even more wholeheartedly. So by that, slowly you will get strength to overcome it. Do not feel disheartened. Do not feel that once if you have fallen that, okay, I have lost this path and I can never come back. Always come back, because Krishna says that api chedasi papebhyo sarvebhyo papakrittamaha sarvam jnana plavena eva vrijinam samtarishyasi. Even if you are the greatest sinner of all the sinners, if your conviction is there, please understand that by the boat of jnana, you can still cross this ocean of samsara sagara. Api chedasi papebhyo sarvebhyo papakrittamaha. If you are the greatest sinner in this whole world, then also, I tell you, you can cross it. I will. Mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. So, never give up. Continue to take the name. Name has a lot of power. And also understand that when this kama, lust, that enters, in the beginning it enters only as a thought. Slowly it gets into physiology. Then it overpowers the intellect, and then you cannot stop it. So in the beginning, as it enters as a very gentle thought, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. At that time, you have to just distract yourself and block it. then the whole cascade will not start. Once you lose that point, after that stopping is impossible. Gone. But don't regret. But in the beginning only, thinking of the sense pleasure, in the beginning, it begins as somebody we see, think, okay, this is a nice person, but then once we interact more and more, we first start imagining things in our mind. That imagination, that chintana, is the point when the problem becomes huge and then goes out of control. So at that time, one should remember this last sloka of third chapter, that this is Indriya, which are trying to pull my mind, but I have a buddhi, which is telling me that even if I go all the way of what my mind is telling me, at the end I will again remain empty handed and more hungry. It will never fulfill my desire. It is not a permanent solution. And then you should tell yourself, next point is, my buddhi can see this, that it is ultimately going to give me only pain and suffering, and my atma is able to see this, and my atma is much more powerful than this, and I am established in my swarupa. No one can pull me. There, now you acted like a dhira, like a veera. This is real courage. Eh? Sant Tukaram says, Ratra ani divas amha yuddha cha prasanga. Day and night, we are in a war. So it is not possible, and it is not important that you win every battle. You can lose, you may have scars, but to never give up and always stand. Always stand. Okay. Okay, dear friends. Thank you. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Thank you, sir.